Hey, what is up everybody? This is Steve Breach coming to you here today with San Francisco 49ers preseason week number 1. The San Francisco 49ers pull out the victory 24-21. This was a very ugly football game. This was honestly not that fun to watch. Much like the beginning of preseason every year, you get excited. Football's back. And you want to see what's going to be going on with your favorite 49ers that are going out there on the field. And basically the kickoff comes. Most guys go out there, they play one drive, and they're out of the game. And that's just basically it. And then you're just sort of sitting there waiting. And then you almost get to that midpoint of the third quarter, and you're wondering to yourself, why am I even watching this game? And just like most 49er preseason football games, the last 2 minutes is the best entire part of the entire game. The San Francisco 49ers put on one of the best 2-minute drives that I've seen them do in years, honestly, and they won a football game by beating the Dallas Cowboys. The Jimmy G win streak continues. They were talking about this during the late part of the football game, basically showing Jimmy G on the field. And just basically asking the trivia question, when was the last time that Jimmy G was the starting quarterback of a team that lost a game? And it goes back to 2013 when he was in college, I think in Eastern Illinois. So that's a good long streak that he's running with. Let's face the facts. This football team was not great today, no matter if you look at the starters, the backups, or anybody fighting to get those last few spots on the team. A tweet that I saw today basically highlighting the first quarter of the game. The Niners were down 7-0. Garoppolo came into the game. He went 3 for 6, throwing for 34 yards. Buckner and Thomas hit the highlight of the day, combining for a sack. Where basically Torres, before he got carried out of the game, he basically just hit the corner on some guy, and they knocked him into next week, I guess to say. Jimmy Ward, the experience on moving him from safety to cornerback, he got burned, and he got burned bad. And he got burned by a guy that more than likely is not even going to be starting for the Dallas Cowboys. And I do have a firm belief that on any given day, anybody go out there and tries, can pull a move and beat a guy. But Jimmy Ward, I think, at cornerback is going to work a lot like Eric Reed playing linebacker for the 49ers last year. It just doesn't make sense. Put the guy back in his natural position. It's where he's played his whole life. It's where he's played his whole career. Moving him up it just doesn't make sense to me. Get him back there where he belongs. We might not have the best strength at cornerback, but having a guy play out of position because he's a better safety than any of the cornerbacks we have on our team is just going to make the safety position weak. It's going to make the cornerback position even weaker. It doesn't make any sense. We're going to get used all year long, and Jimmy Ward's probably going to lose confidence and not be the football player that he can be. Just in that first quarter alone, the 49ers lost 4 starters. Hopefully none of these will be really long-term injuries. But hopefully these guys can get healed up before opening day. Malcolm Smith left with the hamstring injury. George Kittle left with a shoulder injury. Solomon Torres. The word on the street is that his injury was not as bad as it looked. It looked like he took like a knee injury or some sort of a leg injury, but I guess he just got stepped on. Somehow somebody's cleat was able to kick him in the head pretty good, and Solomon Torres left with a head injury, is the word that we're hearing as of right now. Matt Beretta, the backup running back, he left with a shoulder injury, and this is sort of looked at as a year that he could have a real breakout year for the 49ers, so we need to get him back out there, honestly, as soon as we can. The 49ers ended up winning this football game in the last 2 minutes of the game. Basically, they put together a last-minute drive. But C.J. Beathard, as the backup of the San Francisco 49ers football team, I saw this guy play last year. And I'm a 49er fan, and I rooted for him. But I'm really hoping that there's going to be some sort of quarterback that just doesn't make a team and he ends up getting cut. Hopefully it's one of those guys. He can even come from a losing, football experience, a bad team, who's just got some experience with starting and playing, knows, certain, teams, knows certain defenses, knows certain players, and can just be a help to Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm not looking to make some sort of a quarterback controversy or, try to get somebody who's going to take Jimmy G's job or try to do anything like that, but just somebody who can help him. And hopefully there's going to be somebody out there who gets cut, because CJ Beathard, we've seen the experiment of him being the starting quarterback of this football team last year, and it just did not work. He's not some secret guy that you're going to keep on the bench, and then hopefully he's going to mature into being the future starter of the 49ers. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen here. It's not going to happen anywhere else. I don't understand why you would keep this guy on just to keep him on. Cut this guy loose, let him go somewhere, bring somebody in who is not looking to play, but someone who wants to find a spot that he can help a quarterback that should honestly be really, really good and improve this 49er football team. Niners, they played football. They went out there, they won a football game. That's about it. There was nothing pretty about it. There was nothing to really hang your hat on and say, this is the reason why the Niners are going to win the West this year. So we're just got to keep putting games together like this, and hopefully we can come out with a winning season and get back to 49er football, because as of right now, we're 1-0 in this preseason, and come opening day, that really doesn't mean anything. So let's just keep going out there and playing good football. I don't care if we lose the next 3 games that we play, as long as we go out there and we play hard on opening day and we get a win that day. So we beat the Cowboys, but we really don't win nothing. This isn't the Super Bowl. We shouldn't be talking about the Super Bowl. We shouldn't even really honestly be talking about the playoffs. We should just be taking those steps to getting better. I understand that there's fans out there that want to win, and they want to win now. I really don't think that's going to happen yet. And I'm a realistic fan. If it happens, I'll be at that parade just like any other guy that's out there. I want it. I want it to happen. But I just don't think it's going to happen this year. I'm not saying it's not going to happen next year. But the Niners got a good team. We got to remember that they're still young. They're still coming together. They're going to make mistakes. Honestly, it looks like the defense could be better, especially in the backfield. It's got to get better. It's just not there yet. So let's just see what we can do in this offseason, in this preseason, to get us ready for the regular season. And honestly, once they flip that coin, once there's kickoff on opening day, anything can happen in the NFL. And we got as good a shot as anybody else out there. So let's see what these 49ers can do this season.